What's going on, my YouTube fam? Guys, it's the third day of spring and it's so beautiful outside. Feels so damn good. But yeah, I just left the barber, get that fresh haircut for the new week, new upcoming week. And it's the weekend, so we outside. I'm just kidding. But yeah, did the gym earlier as well, guys, and we did some upper body dumbbell workout. And you know, as I normally say, for each workout, guys, just focus on the right form. Focus on the right form before even adjusting to higher weights. I lift heavier weights, but for better demonstration, I always post the lighter one, so you guys can focus on, you know, actually the right form instead of the weight. And the weight will come, like, gradually as you go along. You'll get to increase your weight, you know, and of course, and for the when you are using lighter weights, it gives you the opportunity to do more reps. So lighter weights, more reps, and then, you know, when you fully get the right form, you can adjust your weight, go higher, and then the higher you go with your weights, you can do less reps. So less weight, higher reps, higher weight, less reps. That's really the basics. That's how I train my muscles. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the workout, and you know, just be consistent in whatever you do. Be consistent, guys. Don't give up. You may not see the result today, you may not see it tomorrow, but as long as you set that fitness goal and you are putting in the work, trust me, guys, you will see the result in the long run. You're definitely gonna see the result. So yeah, the gym is not something that's gonna happen overnight, and I'm not saying this to scare you. It's literally how it is. So just focus on being consistent in whatever you do, set a goal and work towards it. But yeah, let's get to it. All right.